Hi guys, this is podcast number 4. We're talking about employability today. My name's Asif Ahmed. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
My name's Junaid. I study forensic and medical science at Uni of Bradford.
My name's Abdullah Bhat and I study public health from the University of Bradford.
My name's Saheba and I do psychology with counselling.
I'm Fatima and I do psychology with counselling too.
So guys, today, hot topic, employability. So what does employability mean to you guys?
I mean, employability just generally means that you've got a job and you've got some sort of income coming into your pocket, a fixed income.
That's employed, not employability.
Employability, I would say it's like the skills that you need to possess in order to get employed.
That's what. Saheba?
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say also like it's when you are working with a company or just anyone. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really a lot to say. It's just employability. You know, everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
It's quite a
It's quite like a broad
broad
topic.
Mhm. So you guys, we're all studying right now. So we're all gonna hopefully get employed in the near future, inshallah. So what are your guys' plans to get employed? Like, what do you want to do after uni?
I'll let Junaid go first.
My plans after uni are just to hopefully gain some experience before I actually go in to apply like for an interview. So because they say like before, like a job, if you've got quite a lot of experience beforehand, it can help you in the interview process, and obviously just again a bit of experience in the working world before I actually go do, and then hopefully get employed and get an actual job.
Johnny?
For me, I've already got a few ventures, shall I say, that are gaining me some sort of income, but primarily I want to work with the communities, with the National Citizen Service, helping out young children and helping them experience their skills.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was the question again?
So we're all in uni right now. So
Yeah.
what would you like to study? What would you like to do after uni in terms of employability, employing?
I mean, I guess it's different for everyone because obviously we're all doing different courses. I'm doing psychology. It is a bit hard to get experience with this one because obviously like it's psychology with counselling, so I'd want to do something with counselling, but that's a very private thing and you can't like really get experience with that. Well, not that specifically anyway, like counselling. But I think hopefully after uni I definitely want to get some experience before I start looking for a proper job for full time. So yeah, it is a bit.
I feel like with our course it is really hard to even get the experience but also a stable job. So like Saheba did say, I feel like for us our experience would come more so after we finished our degree, not during, which for a lot of other courses would be the case. But yeah, I feel like first we would try and build our experience before finding a job.
So technically, it's really all about experience, innit? That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's all experience. So guys, we're all studying now. So what skills have you learned while studying that you think will make you employable?
Time flexibility.
Expand on that.
Time
What do you
flexibility.
mean by that?
I'll be honest. I had no time management skills whatsoever before uni. I was in college. I was literally doing everything last minute, always being late to work. Like, my life was a mess. Like,
Yeah.
So, with uni, I think it automatically gave me an on and off button in my head saying that, alright, go through your calendar, what do you need to do this month, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Anything, Junaid? So what skills has uni given you? Your course has given you that'll make you more employable.
For me, I think it's teamwork and leadership. Like, for example, in my course, I do forensics, so when we're looking at crime scenes, it's about working together, putting all the evidence together,
Mhm.
what different people find. So I feel like that's something I've developed whilst being at uni, and obviously eventually when we do get a job, we're going to be working with other people. So I think it's a key skill. It's vital to learn to work with others as well.
Saheba?
Yeah, I'd agree with the teamwork one, because in our course we do work in groups, so I guess it's easy in that case because you can easily pick up on teamwork skills, but it's obviously something that you really need when you get employed because you're going to work with other people and you have to always listen to them, and I think that's probably the most important, but obviously there's a lot of skills that are important.
A skill that I've definitely learned is being able to switch off from university and also having a social life, which I feel like when you come to having a stable job is very important, especially with something like counselling, because it's very sensitive but also can weigh on you as a counsellor. So you do need the ability to switch off from work and your normal life.
100%. Anyone else want to expand on anything?
I think linking back on what Fatima said, there's that level of network that you got to create as well
Yeah, 100%.
to open more doors. After you graduate, hopefully, because the more you network, the more increase in your net worth that is going to.
Yeah, 100%. Like with teamwork, with my course, we learn a lot of teamwork as well because we've got tons of practicals. We have to do laboratory experiments where we're working together in a team. At the end of the day, trying to achieve that end goal. So that's made us stronger, and that's made us it's practically a life skill that you need to learn. If you get what I mean. So, what skills do you want to gain or build on? So let's say, think about your weaknesses right now. So you've got whatever weakness it is. What would you like to do to build on that weakness to make it stronger instead?
For me personally, I'd say being resilient. To be honest, let's say you go for a job interview and it doesn't go as planned. You can't let that kick you down. You have to keep on going. And
100%.
understand that there's many more opportunities out there for you, and just take it as a slap on the wrist and just keep on going. That's something for me that I think I need to work on.
Danny?
For me is to increase my personal power and leadership. What I mean by personal power is within your let's say group that you may study in, or your network of friends or family. Personal power meaning everyone listens to your opinion as a priority.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I'm looking to improve on whilst I'm here at the uni, and leadership kind of links in with that as well.
So how's that gonna help you in the end of the day getting employed?
I think with personal power, it's a psychological factor that kind of plays in where people will take you more seriously. You know what I mean? If you're going for a job interview and so, you kind of push yourself out to be someone that has a lot of personal power. They are going to take it very seriously and more into consideration.
Just going back to Junaid, how's perseverance and resilience gonna help you with employability?
Let's say I go for a job interview, things don't go as planned. I gotta make sure that obviously I don't let that put me down, and I gotta make sure that I realise there's a lot more of the opportunities out there, and I gotta keep on going, because obviously there's a first time for everything. The first time you might go for an interview, you might be nervous, it might be a new experience for you because you're applying for a big company, let's say, and obviously you have to understand that there are going to be nerves and pressure to get the job, because obviously there might be a lot of people applying to get the same role as you. So you just have to make sure that you hold the resilience and make sure that you never give up.
Sahiba?
Well, for me, I don't know if it's exactly a skill, but I would say it's a skill, but just being confident in general, that's something that I know is very basic, but if you have confidence, you could literally do anything, I feel because even in an interview, just coming across confident would literally be enough for them to think this is a good person to work with. You could literally have the worst answers, but if you seem confident, if you seem content with what you're saying, and what you're saying, then I feel like it literally could take you anywhere. So that would probably be my thing that I want to work on, but also I do think it's one of the most important ones too.
I'd say being attentive, meaning picking up on things that maybe a normal person wouldn't, because working with people who are at a very vulnerable state, you have to really be careful about what they're telling you or what they're disclosing. So being able to pick at things which you think is maybe a sign of danger, like that they need help, then that is a really good skill I feel like you should have.
So for me, I think my biggest weakness is that I give up really easily. So then that comes down to resilience and perseverance.
Yeah.
I give up really easily. Once I say to myself, I can't do something, I will not do it. I'll just say, you know what, that's it, I'm done, I'm not going to do it. Because once that's in my head, I just can't push myself to do something. It takes so much for me just to actually do something like that. Let's say if I'm halfway through an assignment and I don't like it, like I read it and I don't like it, I'll just get rid of the whole thing and start the whole thing again. And it could be I could be 100 words into 500 words into 1,000 words, and I'll just delete the whole thing and just start it again, because I'll just be like, no, I don't like it. So that's one thing for me, that I need to stop giving up easily, and I need to like just have a bit more confidence in myself, if you get what I mean. So what do you think makes a good candidate? So let's say you're going for a job, so you're about to have an interview, and so what makes a good candidate? Confidence. Anything else? Junaid? What makes a good candidate for an interview, for a job?
Problem solving.
Why do you say problem solving?
Decision making, all this sort of, because when you're in the working world, you're going to come across problems, and obviously, you need to be someone who can work around those problems and make them believe that you're suitable for the role overall.
I would say confidence as well, like I was talking about before, but also not like overly confident, like just at a good level, because
to a certain level, yeah.
because it's easy to like become or come across anyways like quite cocky or whatever you want to call it, but like just confidence, but a good, like
A decent amount
Yeah.
of
It has to
confidence.
be a balance, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd say being punctual, even though it's like a really basic skill, it's also like something that you really need in like the working world as well.
Don't be using like slang and stuff.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like what you're doing right now.
bro, it's a mad thing.
You just did it.
You know, you
There you
guys
go.
are saying like, I don't have these skills, I want to build on them. What are you guys currently doing? So can you give examples? For example, Hasib, you're a GWB ambassador. What else are you guys doing that, like I'm working part-time? If you are, what's your role? How do you think that's going to help you?
I mean, every summer I work as a team leader with NCS anyways, which does require to have a lot of patience, especially when you're working with children that are, we all were 16, 17 once upon a time. I think we thought we knew everything about the world anyways, you know what I'm saying? But that's one thing you gotta get into the younger generation's heads as well, innit? Patience, time, leadership, all of that mixed into one, and then that's what happens, innit? You get me?
What about you, Junaid?
What's the question?
Junaid, you would ask
He
again.
said, she said that like, what are you doing now to like boost up your employability? Nothing.
He's fried.
No
For
comment.
me personally, like, the course that I'm studying in university right now, which is forensics, I say I said I wanted to work on like being able to work as a team and all that. Resilience. So let's say in that crime scene field, we have different departments that are all working together to piece together the evidence and get to a solution or a final conclusion. And we have to basically understand that it can't just be done by one person. We have different sectors that are working together to piece it all together. And resilience as well, like being resilient to work towards the final result, not giving up just because you didn't find a piece of evidence or something like that. Doesn't mean you give up there and then. You have to keep on working towards the solution.
Sahiba?
Well, I think because ours is quite different, like we're doing counselling, we don't, obviously, like we said, we don't really have any experience in that, but I think one of the things, especially for our course, that we're trying to do that could boost up our employability, I think would be to understand our own sort of mistakes or like flaws, because obviously with counselling you need to have certain skills, and that's something that it's not easy to work on, but it takes time, and I think that's what we're mainly trying to do. Obviously with the employability thing, like getting work experience, we will do that afterwards, but I've also tried the counselling in this university, so I don't know, there's very different ways to like find out more about it and things, so I think that's what I'm currently doing.
Yeah, I feel like adding on to that, as a counsellor, you have to put the patient's needs first, so you have to put your own problems aside. So working on doing that now will only, well, hopefully, it will end up in us like being able to do that when we're actually working with a client or a patient.
So Hiba, you said I'll get work experience afterwards. So when you say afterwards, what do you mean by that?
Like after uni, when maybe when we're not as busy, because I've actually never had a job. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah, I can say that, right? I've never had a proper job. I've had work experience in year 10, but I was in year 10, like it wasn't like a proper thing, so I've actually never had a job, so I hope to get some experience there at least, just to also just put it on the CV, you know. But yeah, I don't know.
You said after uni when I'm not busy, girl.
Oh,
Don't make me start.
sorry.
Do you mean like maybe get an internship? Like, I am
Yeah.
starving. I've got a rosar, bro. My starving. What do you mean like get an internship? Was that like an unpaid? Shall I say?
No, I literally just mean like any sort of job, just for the experience at least, because I think
Mhm.
that's like
That's
vital
something-
for
something you
everyone.
need.
Yeah.
So
With me, I'm doing work with GWB, as Shireen knows. So
Oh, so you got a job? It's a job.
It's a job with uni.
You
It's
get
a-
paid?
Yeah, I've told
Can
you.
we have-
Can we sign up?
I've told you like a million times. Like with me, what I do is like we attend events, so that's building my network, because I'm meeting a lot of people, different people from different like careers everywhere. I took Junaid to one of the events with me. Junaid went to one of the events with me, so like we met a lot of people that day. Like we got introduced with some of the police, we got introduced with some of the people that was on GWB, and they now graduated and they've got a job in whatever their field was.
So they gained the experience from there as well.
it's good, they gained experience and then they've got a job. So
yeah,
You know
so
what I mean?
like, does
Oh.
he now, when he applies for jobs on his CV, on his applications, he can say I was a GWB ambassador. You know, I've learned resilience from here and teamwork. So that's why I was asking you guys what you guys currently doing now that you know you can add into your application and see whether that's part-time job, placements, internships, some experience.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because with psychology, I know that it can be a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So majority of people like they volunteer. So
There
you
was
guys-
something that last week when we had the mental health ambassador, she did come in and she spoke to us. To me, if I
basically she said that so basically look, what I remember what her saying is that look, the year 3 students, they're leaving now,
yeah.
so she's gonna have space opened up for mental health ambassadors. So guys, just basically you can employ and you can apply for it.
Yeah, I think we definitely will. She said that you
Yeah.
can.
I think for you
Yeah.
guys it'll be very important as well, because
yeah.
of your course that you're doing, psychology with counselling. If you're going to
Mm.
become a mental health ambassador, you're going to be meeting people, you're going to get a lot of experience talking to people, helping people out, so it's going to be there. And then you're going to be hosting like events and stands and stuff, so it's
I
then
don't think you can find a better way to start off. If I'm honest, that's the best way.
It just goes hand in hand with the
Trust
course.
me.
Yeah, that's true.
That is really good.
literally, so for you guys that is one of the best things you can do, in my opinion.
Yeah, we
For you,
definitely
what
will.
course you studying, Dana?
I'm studying public health. So
Public health,
Everything
so-
what we do now, talking about our community well-being and so on, so links back to everything we talk about in these podcasts in the first place. So I had no idea you were a GWB.
Me, I've been a GWB ambassador for how long, Shireen?
You tell me you've been loving it so much.
Yeah, honestly, like, but the events that we've just done and all this stuff that we've done, it's actually really good. Like, the amount of people that I've met and all that stuff is
Since when?
since what? I can't remember. It's been a long
It's been a
time.
couple of months, I would
I'm
say.
your brethren. I'm supposed to.
My fam, I told you I do a job with uni, man.
Yeah,
I-
but just by him being ambassador, he's going to do things that you usually wouldn't just by studying or.
Look,
I thought
wait
it
one
was
second. Let
chatting
me get
about
the email up. Yeah, I'm gonna get the email up. I'm gonna tell you exactly when I got the job. I'll tell you. I'll tell you
Alright, I
exactly
see.
when I got the job. Wait.
We believe you.
Get back to the break.
No, we don't
You
actually.
know
we don't.
what? I can't because my.
It's been a couple of months.
Had a question. It's been a few months. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, do you feel? I know it's quite a question, but I was gonna ask, do you think a degree is necessary to achieve success? Because obviously it's not always a thing. Because some people that have dropped out of uni are still successful.
In my opinion, it's good to have a degree. Don't get me wrong. Like you've got it there, but the amount of people that come out with a degree and right now they're sitting at home jobless, or they're working in a call center with a degree, it's just mad because there's so many people that you see out there. Literally, they've got a really good degree, yet they can't get a job.
You know what? Like linking back to that, I know people that I've got degrees and that, yeah, are working in McDonald's, fam.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a madness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, and do you know why? Do you know why? It's because the people that they go to for, you know, graduate jobs, interviews in general, they come back and say to them, you don't have experience.
Exactly.
I'd rather have
It's
someone,
all about experience.
you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather go to someone who doesn't have a degree but has got the experience than someone who has got no experience but is, like, just got a degree.
Like
But-
in my opinion, what's becoming more popular now is apprenticeships. Apprenticeships are becoming really popular because you're learning and you're working and you're getting paid,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day, you come out with a job
And a
and,
degree in some
a
cases.
degree in some
And
sometimes.
you just.
And then again, that's exactly what a person would want. So
That's it.
you're gonna learn for however long it is. You're gonna get paid for it, and then you're gonna come out with a job and possibly a degree. So what more can you ask for? To
I
be
mean,
fair?
I think personally that I've always had this mindset since I was a kid. Like, I don't think you need a degree to be successful. But let's say like you're planning on becoming a doctor, engineer, lawyer,
Then it's vital.
then yeah, you're gonna have to, innit? You know what I'm saying? Bismillah.
I feel like people like want a degree more so like for the wrong reason sometimes, because sometimes just the sound of a degree just sounds like that's something that
Mhm.
you know. But also I feel like especially with Asian parents, like they push you towards that direction straight away. They don't show you that there's so much more routes you can take. Like I didn't really know much about apprenticeships because in schools my parents, no one ever told me that you could take a different route if you don't want to get a degree.
Mhm.
So
Cultural factors.
yeah, so it's a bit like people are easily influenced with that and they don't really know why they're doing a degree at the end of it. It's just a waste of time sometimes.
I mean, take me for example, yeah. Both my parents are from Pakistan. My mom was a principal at a high school. My mom was a principal at a high school, fam.
Okay.
Okay.
Every summer from when I moved to Bradford from like permanently from year 8 to 11, I'd get up at like 9 a.m. I'd start studying at 12 at noon all the way to 9 p.m. My only breaks I was allowed was like to eat or to go to the toilet. That's it. And I hated it. My aunt, she's a doctor, and she was taught by my mom as well when she was younger. She said, look, it's becoming so much of a stress game because my mom's like, get a degree, you'll become successful, get a degree, become successful. That's it. I don't know if you lot feel the same, but I
Yeah,
feel a
yes.
lot of kids, not even in the UK, but every single culture around the world have experienced that. And it got so bad for me in year 11. I was diagnosed with alopecia and DCPU. I went fully bald, fam. Mom was that stressed out. You know what I mean? I felt like I was going to a midlife crisis at the age of 16, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think also sometimes a degree can be based on luck, because like you were just saying, Nasib, like some people are just sat at home with a degree. Like you could do so much more than that.
Exactly.
So is it based on luck? Like it's quite a weird thing.
I'd say that there is a lot of pressure, especially like we've been saying with the Asian community, because it's somehow seen that the only way to achieve success is a degree, but like we've been saying, that is not the case. There is so many other routes that you can take, and we've literally got like evidence of it not being the case, because there's so many people that like are probably in our families that have got degrees and they're just either finding jobs or in a very like basic job such as retail, when they do have a degree and could be doing so much more. So it doesn't really mean success in that way.
Junaid, anything to add on? In
Well,
your
pretty
opinion,
much
do you think we need a
everything's-
degree? In your opinion, do you need a degree to be
Well, I
successful?
think pretty much they've mentioned everything. Like we just need to realise that a degree is not the only way out of education into the working world. There's apprenticeships, you know. There's a lot of other things. Like
At the end of the day, there's also entrepreneurial like ways to go about it.
exactly.
Starting your own business. At the end of the day, I've heard that during lockdown, the amount of businesses that got started, that have made it, and then again, not even in lockdown, like the amount of young people that are just starting up businesses and actually just smashing it and becoming millionaires. It's crazy, because then people, at the end of the day, they might have experience and everything, but how many of these people, these young people, will have degrees? You'll get a few with degrees, but at the end of the day, they might not be the what's it called, job, or not the job, the business might not be in the department sort of thing of their degree. So
Also, like with the degree, like it costs so much money. So
it's
it
nine grand a year.
yeah.
It's
So
a
like think
lot.
about the amount of money that you would waste on it if you're not gonna do anything with it.
I mean, to be fair, with employability, right, do you think that what university you go to increases or decreases your
No,
employability rate?
Not really.
Even if you go Harvard or something like that.
Look, if you're gonna go to one of these prestigious unis, yeah, you're gonna go Cambridge, go Oxford, yeah, you're gonna build a name for yourself, of course. You know what I mean? Whoever's gonna go there, they're gonna be like, whoa, this guy's clever, he's got brains. But then again, a degree is a degree, no matter where you get it from. But you will get more of a chance of getting hired, more of a chance of actually making it if you go to a prestigious
So
uni.
it does increase, would you say?
Yeah, it sort of does, but at the end of the day,
It doesn't decrease it.
Just think
it
about it,
doesn't
bro. You got one
decrease.
person going
Yeah.
Cambridge, and then
It
the next
doesn't
man rocks
decrease
up
it.
from
Like,
uni
let's
at
say you've
Bradford.
got a degree from Bradford
You
Uni.
get me, bro?
People think Bradford as is just rubbish. As
Yeah, we talked about this, didn't
Yeah.
we?
So people
Yeah.
think of Bradford like that, yeah. And then let's say you get a degree from here, you get a smashing degree. Let's say you got a degree in psychology, you got a degree in forensics. So people are not going to look down upon you, because at the end of the day, you come out of the uni with a degree, whether it's a first, whether it's whatever else. Like, you've come out with a degree, so they can't really judge you. Bear in mind, even if you do get a degree from Cambridge or Oxford, yeah, you've smashed it, you've done really well. But then again, how many Pakistanis are you going to see in Cambridge and Oxford?
I mean,
How many Bengalis are you going to see in Cambridge and Oxford? How many Sikhs?
I kind
How
of
many
know
Hindus?
someone. I kind of know someone that went. He's got his own business and he's a multi-millionaire. I mean, like he's got his franchises running in over like 4 different continents. This guy, he did his degree in the I think it was Huddersfield Uni in 2005. It's something completely different. That what he's doing now. He's doing telecommunications now.
Mhm.
Back then, I think he was doing something like fashion or textiles or something like that. He said that what you learn in the real world when it comes to business, he learned leadership, resilience, phase 1 business, cold marketing, all this network marketing stuff, right? And he decided to go to Harvard Business School and do a master's just to see how it was just like, because it was a hobby, he wanted a master's. He said that they teach you the exact same stuff about leadership, resilience, what you would normally learn in your own business.
Exactly.
So I think there are some degrees that are a waste of time that you could learn yourself. There are some. I don't mean to disrespect or disregard anyone's degree, but I personally believe that there are some that for me are a waste of time. I don't know. Do you think experience takes over degrees?
I think experience will take over degrees, 100%.
Even like,
You think that's the
But
reason?
man, look, with certain jobs, you will need a degree. Like, let's say you want to get into being a doctor.
yeah, 100%.
Like 1,000% need a degree. Dentistry, optometry, all these things, like whether it's like mainly like medicine stuff, doctor, pharmacist.
But
You know what
don't
I
you
mean?
think like stuff like dentistry, they could practically learn that?
No, you can't. You just can't. Basically,
Don't you
you
think?
need to get the degree, because with the dentistry degree, right, it's like you learn.
I don't know.
most-
They
you
just
learn most
move
of
one
medicine.
tooth to the other, that kind of
No,
stuff, innit? You know what I'm saying?
You learn most of medicine through dentistry, and then I think towards the end, that's when you start learning proper dentistry, where you do your placement.
Awesome.
So, you know, I mean, you need the proper like learning for it. It's not just pulling a tooth out. It's much more than that. Like, you got the root canal, you got like surgeries and stuff that you're gonna do. Tell me this, what you're gonna watch a video on how to pull it, like do a surgery. You're gonna be able to do it.
Nah,
Well, you're gonna watch
Because
you're
of
gonna
that.
watch a
Someone
5-minute
do it and
video and
just
be able
bro.
to do it.
Yo, so basically take out this root canal road and not be
There you go. Exactly.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
you need the experience and you need the degree for it, because you're gonna learn on how to do it.
What about what about ethnic minority employees? Like, you know, is there some sort of institutional racism that plays a part?
Oh yeah, 100%. There definitely is. Cause
100%.
because I remember there's so many. I think I was watching a podcast about it, but someone was talking about how, like, is it BAME people?
Yeah.
Like, it's very hard for them to get jobs because
That's
it's just
Asians.
racism. Like, it's just straight up racism. I don't
Mm.
understand why it's a thing, but it is.
I can agree on that
There's
because
a lot of racism.
you know,
100%.
with me, I play football now. I played for, you know, the under 18s, under 19s at Bradford City's academy. I was one of 3 Asians that were there. There was like 2 Pakistanis, no, 3 Pakistanis, including me and 1 Bangladeshi player. The rest were all white, just like either white, Yugoslavian. That's it. Now, I'll be honest, I got released purely based on the fact that I got lazy with it. But you can see over the years from 1980s when the black people started coming in more into English football. Have you ever seen an Asian footballer in the Premier League apart from Zidane Iqbal? That's only just
Oh,
happened.
that's so true.
100%.
I know I've interviewed a black coach, a Sunday League coach. He goes, there was a time in the English Premier League in the 70s and 90s where Justin Fashanu was one of the first. Oh no, I think it was someone else. Yeah, that was one of
Let's
the
not
first.
let's not
big-
get into football now, yeah. Come on.
No, but what I'm trying to
Let's
say
get
is,
into
what I'm
football.
trying to say is like, whether it's, you know, being an employee in a company that you might be the first Asian or first black person to be a part of this company or be a part of something huge. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
At the end of the day, no matter where you're gonna go, there's always gonna be racism. There's always gonna be hate. There's always gonna be like people like just putting you down, no matter where you go.
and that decreases your employability rate.
At the end of the day, it's not gonna decrease employability rate. At the end of the day, you're gonna wanna prove them people that are hating on you wrong. You're gonna wanna prove the people that are showing you racism wrong, saying that, look, yeah, you're being racist to me. You know what? I'm gonna pull through that. I'm gonna fight that. And I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to get the job that I want to be. I want to smash the hell out of life. You know what I mean? You're going to want to like prove them wrong, saying that, look, they're going to say, what? Oh, these Pakistani people, they mess about, the drug
They're
dealers.
taking our jobs.
They're taking our jobs. Yeah. You're going to say, what? Oh, they're all drug dealers, this and that. They just cheat their way through life. What? You're going to say, you know what? Let me prove you wrong. You're going to come out with a degree. You're going to become a doctor, lawyer, whatever you want to be, to be fair. And then again, it doesn't have to be the Asian 5 jobs, doctor, lawyer, but it could be any job you want to be.
Do you think that's why in our culture we're kind of we're a little bit pressured into doing our degrees?
Yeah,
Do you think so?
definitely.
Like, our parents know that there's racism, there's going to be hate. Our parents know that.
It's
of
probably
course.
because they experienced it
They've
themselves.
Yeah,
100%.
probably.
They've experienced it most likely throughout their lives. no matter how old, like whether they were young, whether they're old or
Yeah.
mid, whatever.
I mean, I feel like people, you know, that come from, you know, let's say Bangladesh, Pakistan, or India, that were born and raised there, that come to the United Kingdom, and they work their backside off, and we've got proof right here in our university. All of them were all of the people that were community activities officers, student affairs. Were they all born and brought up here?
No, all they're
They're
all
all like from back
international
home.
students.
Exactly.
Where you got Ahmed, Inshal, Saf, that literally all.
We
three
have
of
it on a plate.
them, literally.
We have like employment chances on a plate. These don't have to work for it, fam. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Big man thing.
100%.
Any more questions?
I was going to talk about social media and how that is
Oh.
the
new job.
the new job. You hear so many stories of like
Oh, God.
either YouTubers or influencers who they either do have a degree and have quit their full-time job to be an influencer, or that is just the new way to achieve success.
At the end of the day, you have to be very, very, very lucky. Like just very lucky to become internet famous, like social media famous, for example.
It is
we
hit or
like-
miss.
Literally with
Yeah.
your TikTok, with your Instagram or whatever, it's so hard to become famous because think about the millions and billions of people on these apps that are making stuff, and then you're one out of them millions and billions that you're trying to make it. You're gonna try, of course, you know what I mean? Like just don't stop trying.
Yeah.
If we want to do something, do it. Don't let anyone stop you. But
I'm sorry.
it's really, really hard though.
I had a conversation with a few of my friends about this, you know, like influencing and stuff. I understand there are influencers that, you know, that are comedians, that create a work of art, a football, well,
Yeah.
I say footballers as well, but, or that are musicians and so on. So,
Mm-hmm.
see, I understand that. But I don't understand, like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to sound so...
Just say it. Just say it.
Just say we'll quit.
There are guys and girls that are dancing and have good looks in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they make money from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So basically, they just
Because man are thirsty, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but girls will get more followers naturally.
if
Then
they
guys
if
do
they
it.
show
That's
cleavage,
it,
practically.
bro.
No.
Yeah,
If they're,
I actually
if they're
agree
showing
with
if they're showing their cleavage, I'll tell you something now. If you're gonna go on a video, you're gonna see a girl wearing. Let's say if you've seen a girl wearing baggy clothes, yeah,
Mm.
you're gonna look at the.
No, but
views.
if she's pretty,
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna see she might be pretty, but yeah, then again, she
Guys
could
are
be-
more
No,
thirsty.
no, the same girl, right? The
So
same
you guys
girl.
give us the fame, that's why.
The same girl.
that's what I don't
Yeah, but
like.
listen, the same girl, right?
So
She's wearing baggy clothes
Mm.
and she's good looking. But you go on her account and then you scroll down and then you see another video of her where
No,
she's
we
showing cleavage.
See,
Which video is gonna be
that's
more
why-
popular? The one where she's wearing baggy clothes or the one where
With
she's
cleavage,
revealing
my
herself?
brother.
See, this is why I'm disappointed at us men at times.
Exactly.
I really am.
Yeah.
I really am. I hate us men for doing that. And honestly, there are a lot of men that are boys and they just need to grow up, man.
Exactly.
But then again, there are a lot of women that kind of use that to their advantage and get paid.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't want
That's
to.
also true.
It starts with OF, that kind of mean, you know?
Yeah. Then again, people on that it's the way of them making money. No hate against them. Let them do whatever they want.
They create collaborations.
I know. Alright, last question before we end it. So, do you think your degree is going to prepare you for the world of work?
Yes.
Why?
Why, bro?
Why?
It's teaching me actually, you know, a lot of skills and knowledge that I need to gain. Like, for me, a degree isn't just about, oh, you do your assignments, you do exams, you pass, so on so. You actually do learn a lot of skills that you will need, such as time management, communication skills, leadership, SFS.
Teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork and so on so. There is a reflective cycle that you learn from everything you do,
Mm-hmm.
and a degree will make you double check that. Well, at least mine does. And I can 100% agree that a psychology degree will take you forward.
What
as
about
well.
you, Junaid?
For me personally, I think my degree is definitely going to prepare me for the working world. Like Danny said, it provides you with all the skills with my course personally, I've chose to do a placement year, so that means I go out and get a lot of experience, work for the company. I feel like that's gonna help me as well, because at the end of the day, the reason I'm doing a degree is to hopefully get a job, hopefully get employed. So obviously, when I do get employed, that's what I'm gonna be doing. That's why the placement year is there for, to be showing me what I'm gonna do after my degree, and obviously it does, you know, engage you within the practical side as well as, you know, all the knowledge you need.
What about you guys? With psychology?
I feel like the things we learn is literally what we would need in our like counselling role, because we learn about theories or just anything that would go back to a patient and how and why they come to you for help. So our degree literally is a build up of things that we would need to know in the end.
Yeah. I think ours is more so about skills, because obviously the actual job is like, there's obviously knowledge that you need for it, but also you need a certain kind of aura that you give off to that client. So I think that's more important. So I personally prefer like our counselling sessions that we do, because we learn a lot about like the rights and the wrongs, the way you should come across to someone. That's more important for me, especially for our degree.